By age 23, I was able to buy my first apartment. So that's really grown up, right? Right? So a lot of people think that's really impressive, okay? And in the book, I talk about that. Here's some information that's not in the book. That's not that impressive. So I buy this apartment, $90,000 Upper West Side. I'm feeling really cool. What's the first thing I do? Summer share in the Hamptons. Did I have the money for it? No. What did I do? I borrowed it. I took out a home equity loan. Not good. That is not a good reason to take out a home equity loan. However, would your opinion change if I met my husband? Is that a good investment? Maybe it's a really good investment, right? What do you guys think, right? Not bad. $3,000, met my husband, love of my life, right? But wait, there's more. Oh, it didn't work out. No prenup, didn't work out. Heartbreak by 30. I know. So the reason I'm telling you guys this is, there's a few reasons. First of all, we all make mistakes. In theory, I probably shouldn't have borrowed the money. I should have found a way to visit friends or do other things. But also, life goes on. You know, we all make mistakes. Your life is going to be full of ups and downs with your money, and you need to forgive yourself, move on, and just push forward. We all have flaws. We all make mistakes. And it won't always be apparent at the moment what the mistake is and what the right move is. So it looks like a mistake with one set of information. You get another fact. Wow, what a great decision, right? You guys were I saw the smiles when you saw I met the love of my life. I mean, this room just lit up, right? It was amazing. And then this, I mean, so it's not linear, it's messy. And that's why I say money is messy. It's complicated. It's not about yelling at you guys that you can't afford this or don't do that or don't do that. And that was kind of the old way of looking at money. And I wanted to reinvent it and think of a new way to inspire people to start paying attention to their money, making the best decisions that you can make in that moment, because you don't know what the future will hold. So you want to have a plan B, you want to create a backstop, you want to create security, but at the same time, we live in reality. And sometimes you do want to go to the Hamptons with your friends. It just is what it is. And you're going to make decisions that are good and bad, depending on what timeline you look at them at. I was getting all these questions, and I thought about what can be a new approach to talking to people about money. And I thought about what inspires me, and I've had so many wonderful role models in my life. So I hit the reset button and thought about role models. If you want to learn something, if you want to learn how to do something, ask someone who is good to tell you their story. So I kind of went on this grand tour asking people different questions, and that evolved into the book. So what I have is stories from 30 role models, really 29 because the publisher threw me in there too. But I have all these role models telling their stories, and I also asked them to share a lesson. This is David Bach. He's the guy that made up the whole latte factor thing. And he always gets crushed because of it. I remember being interviewed on, do you guys know who Gabby Dunn is? She has a show called Bad with Money. She also does a show.
She's part of the show Just Between Us on YouTube.
Yeah, right, with Allison. Right, with Allison. Okay, so you guys know Gabby Dunn. So I was on Gabby Dunn's show. She kind of beats me up. And she cut out some stuff that she shouldn't have cut out, I'm just saying. But she basically attacked me for this whole latte factor thing, and I had to defend poor David Bach. I almost had David call into the show. It was a whole thing. You can go listen to it. But David's kind of misunderstood. It's not that you can't have a latte. It's that you shouldn't say you have no money to invest and then not pay attention to the fact that there's all these little dribs and drabs. Okay? So if you're having a latte with your friends instead of going to lunch, clearly that $4 latte is a lot less expensive than your $20, $25 lunch. His point is, just think about where you're spending your money. I mean, when you talk about how to allocate your money, write it down in a notebook. You don't need, there's all kinds of fancy apps and all that stuff. But if you just write it down for a couple days and see where your money's going, you've got a pretty good idea. And if it's important to you to have the lattes, that's okay. Get a side hustle, whatever. But just be aware of it and make proactive decisions that are right for you.